Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm here to do 45 minutes of yoga with you. All I'm going to be using is a mat and a yoga strap. Now this is actually a karate belt. A necktie would work as well, a piece of rope, anything like that. So if you need to stop the video to grab that, we will be using that towards the end for stretching. So I want you to take things at your pace. I want this to be a chance for you to work on your strength, on your flexibility and your balance, all while breathing very deeply. In yoga, we breathe in and out through our nose the best you can. Sometimes some people need to breathe through their mouth, so do that when you need to. But best you can, breathe through your nose, in and out. You want your rib cage and diaphragm to expand as you inhale and deflate as you exhale. That's the, again, best case scenario. So let's just do this. Try to be in the present moment. Try to put to the side any thoughts, concerns, worries. They're going to be with you or be back right back there at the end of this 45 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so you're going to sit up nice and tall and your left leg's going to be in front, okay? We're going to sit with our shoulders relaxed. Think about bringing that chin in your chest. And let's take those deep breaths in and out through our nose. Rib cage and diaphragm expands as you inhale and deflates as you exhale. Think about your shoulder blades pressing into your imaginary back pockets. Let's roll one ear to one shoulder. Feel a nice stretch down the side of your neck. And bring that chin down and slowly switch. Good, chin in your chest. Let's take a nice deep breath in as we reach. Exhale, looking past those fingertips. Let's place the palms on the mat and just start to bend your elbows. So think about the middle of that chest just sinking towards the mat. Feeling that nice release in your hips and your low back. And we're going to wind around to your right, bringing that left hand on top. So your nose should be, your knees should be between your arms. And as you bend your elbows, your nose sinks towards that knee. And on an exhale, let's take that right hand down to the mat. Reach that left arm up to the sky. Inch your right fingertips away. Bend your elbow. And let's let this arm just droop over the ear. Good. Let's reach up as you inhale. Exhale with shoulders relaxed. Let's glance over that left shoulder. Gently, that head's lifting up and you're twisting. Good. As you untwist, let's come up to your hands and knees and we'll come back and do the other side. Let's arch up into a nice cat stretch and glance up to the ceiling. Good, let's bring your wrists below your shoulders. Abs are lifted up and you're in your plank. So that could be on your knees or your toes. It's just an upper push-up position. Remember, you're not in competition with anybody else. You're here to work on yourself. So let's hug our sides as we come down slow. Let's bring those forearms to the mat and you're in a Sphinx pose. So you're not going to look straight up or straight down. That head's just a natural extension of your spine. Now you can either stay here or come to those palms underneath your shoulders, gently lifting into up dog. So we're going to open that chest, lifting the head up. Think about lengthening from the tailbone to the head. And then let's take our knees apart, big toes together, and sit back in child's pose. So I want you to rest your forehead on the mat. Again, taking deep breaths in and out. Just bring yourself into this present moment. Just deciding that you're going to have the best yoga practice you can. So as you exhale, let's tuck those toes under, lift those hips up and come into down dog. Now you want to spread your fingertips apart. Shift weight more towards the knuckles, so more towards the middle of the hand rather than in the heel of the hand. Let's lift those hips up and allow our head to sink between our shoulders. Deep cleansing breaths. Let's roll to your right side plank. So with your right wrist directly under the shoulder, your knee could be on the mat as a modification, or that leg is straight. So you're working at your pace, deciding what feels best for you. Let's roll the top shoulder and hip open as we breathe. And very slowly come back to plank. Abs are strong. Remember, knees to the mat whenever you need to. Let's hug the sides with our elbows as we come down. Let's come into up dog and open our chest, lifting the head up. Now you have the option of a push-up before you come to down dog. Again, it's just an option. Take it or leave it. You can do that sometimes, sometimes not. Totally up to you. Now let's pedal those feet and take turns, bending one knee and then the other. Good, let's reach our right toes up to the sky. Walk our hands back and take our nose towards that left knee as we breathe. Gently swing that right leg through and lunge. We want to make sure that right knee is right above the ankle, so scoot it up if you need to. Let's float the chest up. I want you to tuck the pelvis under, get a good left hip flexor stretch in your crescent lunge. Look past your fingertips and swing through. Inhale, reach it up. Let's take our back foot back just a little farther, lowering that knee and really leaning back. Now let's clasp our fingertips at our low back. Gently pull your shoulder blades into your imaginary back pockets and chin in your chest. Now let's rotate and look over your right shoulder. Now let's extend our arms shoulder height best you can. Your left arm is in front. Again, just doing the best you can. Lean it back into your crescent lunge again. And palms down, right foot back. Abs are strong. Hug the sides. You don't want the hips to lead. You want the middle of your chest to lead. Knees down when you need to. Up dog. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Deep breaths in and out, hips lifting, and that head is sinking down. At the end of your exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone, and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good. On your exhale, let's take that left arm down. Keep those feet together. Reach the right fingertips to the ceiling and walk the left leg or left fingertips down the leg. And this hand's going to grab the wrist. Gently pull, rest your head. Half moon. Deep breath in, lift it up. Same side. Exhale, come that little bit deeper if you can. And shift your weight to your right foot. Pressing that right foot into the mat. Good, let's come to the front of the mat, standing back bend, and look past your fingertips, come on down. We're going to keep our fingertips on the ground, chin in the chest. Let's take those right toes up to the ceiling. Let's walk our hands a little closer to that left foot, nose towards your knee, and reach the right toes up just the best that you can. Your left hand could hold the ankle, just an option. You decide whether to take it or leave it. Right toes way up to the ceiling. Good, hands walk out. Let's gently lunge on your right toes. Left knee is bent, and we're going to bring that foot back. Hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up if you want to. Down dog. Let's connect to your breath. Let's feel the rib cage and diaphragm expand as you inhale and deflate as you exhale, using that exhale to deepen that stretch. Gently come to your knees. Nice cat stretch. Glance to the ceiling. And let's have a seat. You're going to take your right leg in front. Sitting up as tall as you can, let's bring that chin in your chest and shoulders down. Just take that break. Whenever you want to, get a sip of water, listening to your body. Now let's take your left ear to your left shoulder. Gently take this hand to your low back. Feel that nice stretch down the side of your neck. Chin in your chest, hands to the knees. Right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, this hand comes to the low back. Chin in your chest, hands to the knees. Let's reach the arms up as we inhale. Exhale, look past your fingertips. Let's bring those palms down. Bend the elbows, and again, feel the nice release in your hips and your low back. As you exhale, let's wind around to your left. Bring that right hand on top. That knee is between your arms, and you're bending your elbows so that nose comes towards your knee. Good, your right arm's gonna reach up to the ceiling, walk your left fingertips away. Bend that left elbow, let that right arm droop over the ear. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's twist, shoulders down, gently look over the shoulder. Let's gently lift the head up as you twist. Good, let's untwist. And let's come up to your hands and knees. Let's arch up into your nice cat stretch. Glancing to the ceiling. Let's come to your plank. Wrists are below your shoulders. Abs are lifted up. Hug those sides, come on down. Feel free to take those knees down when you need to. Nice up dog. Push up or not, and down dog. Remember to shift that weight out of the heel of the hand more towards your knuckles. Hips lift and the head and chest sink. Let's roll to your left side plank. So that left wrist is directly under the shoulder. Your left knee could be on the mat if you choose, or both legs straight. Completely up to you. Rolling that top shoulder and hip open as you breathe. And as you exhale, let's slowly come back to plank. The elbows are going to hug the sides as you come down. Up dog. Push up if you choose. Down dog. Deep cleansing breaths in and out. Let's take our left toes up to the ceiling. Let's walk our hands back. Nose towards that right knee. Left toes reach. Gently swing through. So that left knee is right above the ankle. Scoot it up if you need to. Floating that chest up. Leaning back into that crescent lunge. So think about tucking the pelvis under, getting that right hip flexor a great stretch. Look past your fingertips, swing through. Inhale up. Exhale, that right foot can go back a little farther. Really leaning back. Now hands to your low back, chin in your chest. Gently pull those shoulder blades into your imaginary back pockets. Let's rotate and look over that left shoulder. Arms extend at shoulder height. Right arm is in front. Again, just the best that you can. This is yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Crescent lunge, leaning back. Palm palms down to the mat. Left foot back. Abs are strong. Let's hug the sides. Come on down. Up dog. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Give yourself that rest whenever you need to. You can come to your knees anytime you need to. Let's relax the front of our knees and relax our feet. End of your exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Glance up and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, let's take that right arm down and let's keep those feet together. So let's reach our left fingertips up and walk your right fingertips down your leg. Good, right hand's gonna grab the wrist, gently pull, rest your head and breathe, half moon. And deep breath in. Exhale, same side. Let's push your left foot into the mat to lengthen down that left side. Good, front of the mat. Standing back bend. And look past your fingertips, come on down. Fingertips on the ground, chin in your chest, and your left toes are gonna reach up. Now you could walk your hands a little closer to the right foot. Nose towards the knee, left toes reach. Your right knee is as straight as you feel comfortable. Your right hand could hold the ankle or not. This is just a suggestion, totally up to you. Inhale, lift the left toes. Exhale, let's walk those hands out, bending your right knee and lunging on those left toes. Right foot back. Abs are strong. Hug the sides. Come on down. Nice up dog. Push up is optional. And down dog. Feel free to stay in down dog. Feel free to rest on those knees when you need to. On your exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up and reverse swan dive up, standing back bend. Good, let's open it up into mountain. And let's open those feet out the width of the mat, the long side. So you decide how far you're coming out. We're gonna bend our knees a little bit and bring those hands to the mat. You decide how far you want to slide those feet apart. Let's allow that head to sink down as you breathe. Now let's take your right hand between your feet and reach that left arm up as you glance to the sky. Think about your your right ear and cheek getting closer to the mat and that left shoulder rolling open. And then let's switch. So now your right arm reaches up and your left ear and cheek get a little closer to the mat. Let's roll the top shoulder up. As you exhale, palms on the mat. You can always, as you loosen up, slide the feet farther apart. Now we're going to face our fingertips behind us and walk those hands back. We're going to bend the elbows and allow that head to sink towards the mat. Good. We're going to bring those hands now in front of us, fingertips facing in front. Bend your elbows and allow the elbows to pull towards the mat, chin in your chest, and breathe. Try to relax the front of your knees and lift the tailbone up to the sky. On your exhale, let's place the palms on the mat. Let's walk those feet a little closer together. Engage your abdominals. Feel free to bend those knees a little bit and roll it up. shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to come into tree pose. So I'd like you to go ahead and shift your weight to that left foot so that those right toes are just resting on the mat, hands at your heart. Now this is tree pose. You can always bring the foot higher if you want, but first, find a spot you're staring at for balance. It's called your focal point. So feel free to bring that right foot up higher, but you don't have to. Each tree is going to look a little bit different. So we can bring those branches up. Your hands could be separated or together, totally up to you. Think about shoulders away from the ears and lengthen between your rib cage and your hip bone. Long torso. Exhale, let's bring the hands back to the heart. And now let's extend that leg behind you, okay? So that leg that's up, you're going to be extending your right leg behind you. Abs are nice and strong. Reach as long as you can. Now this is warrior 3. You're welcome to lower the chest and raise the leg, or keep it close to the mat. Remember, you're doing what's right for you today. Exhale, gently lunge on those toes. And we're going to bring our hands down to the mat. And we're going to scoot our left foot to the side of the mat. We're going to come into prayer twist. Now, if the twist is too much, stay here in your lunge. An option is also just to rest that knee if you need to, okay, the back knee. So let's take your right elbow to the outside of the thigh. Place your palms together. Your left elbow is pointing up to the sky. And we're not shrugging our shoulders. You can always scoot that back foot a little farther away from you as you breathe. Working on strength, flexibility, and balance all at the same time. Deep breaths. We're going to place one hand down and then the other. And we're going to go ahead and take our back knee to the mat with our hands on the inside of the foot. Now let's go ahead and scoot your left foot farther to the side and take that back quadricep, so your right thigh, and sink it towards the mat. Now you can bend your elbows. You could even bring your forearms to the mat. That's totally up to you. You can stay on your palms or your forearms. Best case scenario, your weight is evenly distributed, so you're not rocked onto that right one. Chin in your chest. Take a deep breath into the tightness around your hips. Exhale, try to just dissolve that tightness. Use each exhale to let go of a little bit more tension. Last couple breaths in this position. Now let's bring our palms to the mat. Let's walk that left foot to the middle of the mat. Now you're going to shift your weight back and you're going to slide the leg straight forward. You don't want it to go at an angle. You want to come straight forward, and you're only coming out to where it's safe and comfortable for you. Each person's going to be a little different. Your back knee could even go back a little bit, and your hands could go towards that left foot. Now just start to bend your elbows. Feel that nice left hamstring stretch. And your right quadricep, so that back thigh, is sinking towards the mat as you breathe. Inhale. Exhale, try to relax those muscles and sink that chest down. One more breath here if you can. Nice exhale. As you're ready, we're going to inch those hands back. Bring that foot to the mat. And bring that left knee to the mat. Let's allow those hips to kind of shake side to side a little bit. And take your knees apart, big toes together. Sit back in child's pose. Take a breath or two. Think about letting the middle of that chest just sink towards the mat. And release that tension you feel in your low back. Exhale, let's come up to those hands and knees. Nice cat stretch. Glance up to the ceiling. Good, and let's come to our plank. Abs are engaged, wrists below your shoulders. Hug those sides, come on down. Knees down when you need to. Up dog. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Lifting those hips, shift the weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards those knuckles. Let the head and chest sink as those feet relax. End of your exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Glance up and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, open it up in the mountain. And let's do tree pose on the other side. So we're going to shift your weight to your right foot. The left heel is just rested on the ankle. Find your focal point where those eyes are going to stay and not move. Feel free to move this foot up if you would like. You don't have to. Remember, it's not a competition. This is really about what's best for you. Very few things in life can be just about you. Let yoga be that. Let's bring those branches up, hands together or apart, totally up to you. Without shrugging your shoulders, let's lengthen between rib cage and hip bone. We all have one side that's easier to balance than the other. Let's try to balance ourselves out just the best we can. Slowly coming back to prayer as you're ready. Good, and we're going to extend your left leg behind you. Abs are strong. Warrior 3. You can lower that chest more, raise the foot, or keep it close to the mat. I'm going to leave that up to you. On your exhale, gently lunge, and let's bring those hands down to the mat. We're going to go ahead and scoot this right foot over to the side, and we're going to get ready for prayer twist. Remember, you could stay in your lunge. You could also rest that back knee, okay? You're going to do what's right for you today. So your left elbow comes to the outside of the thigh, palms pressed together, shoulders away from the ears. Take that elbow up towards the sky. Let's take that back foot a little farther away from us. Just a suggestion. Still feeling that rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract with each and every breath. Trying to keep those face muscles nice and relaxed. Placing one hand down and then the other. Back knee on the mat and hands on the inside of your foot. So let's go ahead and walk that foot a little farther to your right. We're going to sink that back quadricep towards the mat. You're welcome to bend your elbows. You're welcome to stay in your palms or come to your forearms. Again, listening to your body with each and every movement. Chin to your chest so that head is heavy to the ground. And best case scenario, your weight's evenly distributed. We're not rocked to one side. As you exhale, that left quadricep is sinking towards the mat. Big, deep breaths, releasing tightness as you exhale. End of that big exhale. Let's relax those muscles. Come back to your palms. And let's scoot the foot back towards the middle of your mat. Now we're going to shift our weight back. And the right leg's going to slide straight forward, not at an angle. but straight forward. And remember, you're only coming out to where it's safe and comfortable for you. You can take your back knee a little farther back if you want. Hands walk closer to your foot. Let's relax that foot. Start to bend your elbows. Deep cleansing breaths. Dissolving that tightness straight down the back of that leg. Try to exhale completely each and every time, not holding back. Lengthening that hamstring's gonna put you at a better chance to not get low back issues. Tight hamstrings can add to back pain sometimes. Deep breath in, one more. As you exhale, let's be nice to ourselves. Slowly coming out of this, walk this foot back. Let's place that knee on the mat. And once again, allow those hips to kind of shake from side to side. Now we've got 2 more planks today, okay? So let's go for 1. Your wrists are directly below those shoulders. Your knees could be on the mat if you want to. Let's hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up could be an option, totally up to you. Down dog. Exhale, head and chest sink. Feet relax. Let's reach our right toes to the sky. Now we're going to walk our hands back just a little. Bend our right knee and allow that right leg to hang to the left. So see how it opens up that right hip. Got a little bit more weight in your left hand. And even the stretch can come down the right side of the rib cage as we slide that right knee between our hands for pigeon. So just sliding that knee between your hands, just the best you can. Let's tuck the left toes under, walk that leg back. Now we can take the right foot and scoot it closer to your left hand. But what you don't want is to allow yourself to roll to the right. You want that belly button facing down. Let's bring the hands towards the middle of the mat. Inch our arms out. Let's find a spot for our forehead to rest. Deep breath into the tightness you feel, especially around the outside of that right hip joint. Exhale, try to let that go. Make the most of each and every exhale. Now, a suggestion is to glance to your right and rest on the left side of the face. You could also take your right hand, slide it to your low back, and just relax your shoulders. Deep breaths. Feel the tension dissolving with each breath. Exhale, slowly untwisting when you're ready. Let's glance forward. Let's take our left fingertips a little farther away. That's going to help to roll that left hip bone back to the mat. One more breath here. And let's walk those hands back. Open your chest, sliding your right knee back. With your right wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend the right leg out and the left arm out for spinal balancing. Abs are engaged. Either stay right here or the right foot comes in the air by bending the knee. Your left hand can reach around to grab it. If this is too much, just extend the arm and leg back out. Let's lift out of our right shoulder. Take the top of that right foot and push it away from you as you lift the foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let's extend out and reach. Hand and knee down. Knees apart, big toes together. You're going to look up to your right, rotate that wrist. and your right hand palm up goes underneath the left. So you would rest on the right side of the face. Take your left fingertips, walk them away from you. And then place the back of the left hand at your low back. Let your shoulders just flop and wiggle those fingers. As you exhale, think about your right cheek and ear getting a little closer to the mat. This is not only good for the shoulder, but also for your neck. Slowly untwisting. And we're going to come to our last plank of today. Abs are scooped in. Let's hug the sides. Keep those abs nice and strong as we come down. Nice up dog, opening the chest, lifting the head. Feel free to do a push-up or not, and down dog. Relax your feet, lift your hips. Weight is shifted out of the heel of the hand, more towards the knuckles. Let that head and chest sink. Enjoy that stretch from your glutes straight down to your ankles. As we lift our left toes to the sky, walk the hands back a little bit. Let's bend that left knee and allow it to hang to the right. So nice stretch down the left side of the rib cage, through that left hip, deep breaths. And as you exhale, when you're ready for pigeon, let's slide that left knee between our hands. Let's tuck our right toes under and walk that leg back. Open up the chest. Now the left foot can get closer to your right hand, but you don't want it to allow that left hip to roll down. Your best stretch is when the belly button and hips are facing the mat. Let's walk the hands straight down the middle. Find a place for your forehead to rest. Deep breath in to the outside of that left hip joint. Exhale, allow it to dissolve. Glancing to your left, resting on the right side of the face. And let's take that left hand to your low back if you want to. Shoulders just relax. Last little bit of tension. Let's just let it go with each breath here. As you exhale, let's slowly untwist. Glance forward, let your right fingertips come a little bit farther to help that right hip bone come closer to the mat. Forehead down, one more breath. Exhale, let's walk it back. Open up the chest and slide your left knee back. Left wrist directly under that left shoulder. Let's extend your left leg behind you and your right arm out. Abs are strong, spinal balance. If you want to, that left foot can come in the air. Right hand can grab it. Let's lift out of our left shoulder. Take the left foot up towards the ceiling and press the top of the foot away from you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let's extend out, reach long. Hand and knee down. Knees apart, big toes together. Look up to your left, rotate that wrist. And then left hand palm up goes underneath the right. So as you sit back on your heels, you're going to rest on the left side of the face. Take your right fingertips, walk them away from you. And exhale back of that right hand to your low back. Shoulders relax, wiggle those fingers. Allow the left cheek and left ear to get closer to the mat. Big breaths. Slowly untwisting. Let's come on up to the front of the mat. Shoulders away from the ears, abs are strong. The yoga strap should be next to you so that you can grab it while we're laying down. Let's briefly come into boat. You can lift one leg and then the other, but keep one foot on the ground if you need to for your back. If possible, those toes are lifting up and knees are together. Slowly come on back. Let's hug those knees into our chest, nice and tight. And allow that left leg to come down. Hug the right knee and rotate your foot gently. The right foot going in your yoga strap. We're going to move the strap closer to your heel. Relax the foot. And as we pull the leg towards us, we're going to gently press the right knee away. Use each exhale to deepen that stretch. And let's move that strap away, closer to the ball of the foot, flex the foot. And as you pull the leg towards you for more of a right calf stretch, feel free to roll the foot out by pulling on one side or in. See which one deepens your right calf stretch. It depends on your gait, which is how you walk. Press the right knee a little farther away from you. And now relax. Let's hold the strap with our right hand. Take it out to the right, and you're going to keep your left hip rolled to the mat by flexing that foot. Look left and gently pull with your right hand. Deep breaths. And then let's hand that strap to our left hand. Let's take it across the body for an IT band stretch. Glance to your right and gently pull. So straight down the outside of that right thigh. Remember, you're not pulling so much that it hurts. This should just feel like a deep stretch. Exhale, release that tightness. And slowly roll to the low back. Place the strap down briefly. Give those knees a nice tight hug in little circles. Massage your low back in both directions. And let's hug that left knee. Let the right leg down. Shoulders down. Rotate that left foot gently. And the strap goes across your left foot. Move the strap towards your heel. Relax that foot, and as you gently pull the leg towards you, press that left knee away from you. On your exhale, move the strap closer to the ball of the foot. Flex your foot, and as you pull the leg towards you, you can roll it out or in by pulling on one side. Nice left calf stretch. Release, and let's exhale, take it out to the left. Glance over your right arm, please. And keep that right hip rolled to the mat by flexing your right foot. Gentle pull with that left hand. And let's hand the strap to the right hand. Let's take it across the body for your left IT band stretch. Glancing over that left arm, gently pull. Allow that stretch to come straight down the outside of that left thigh. Keep the breaths deep, letting the belly lift and lower with each breath. And let's release. Place the strap down, and let's walk the feet farther apart than our hips. Touch the heels if you can, and let's lift those hips up into our bridge. Pressing those hip bones up, getting a nice stretch through those left and right hip flexors. Inhale, gentle lift. Exhale, peel that spine down just one vertebra at a time. Let's extend the arms and legs. Reach as long as you can. So lift or reach one leg longer and then the other. And as you exhale, let's slide those arms down towards your sides, palms up, eyes closed, and feet just flopped out. Let's take those breaths in and out with those eyes closed. And let's use our breath to try to release any tightness, tension, or any negativity that kind of can sneak in and take away some of our joy, or just keep you from having the best day you can. Let's use our breath for these last couple minutes to try to let that go. So let's pull all of our breath to the very top of the head. And as you exhale, let your breath flow across your forehead, roll across your temples, and flow across the back of your head, across those eyes, nose, and cheekbones, flowing across the back of your jaw, rolling straight down the sides and back of your neck. Feel the breath flow across your shoulders and allow that chest to open up and a release across your upper back. The breath flowing down your arms, rounding your elbows, straight down your forearms, to your wrists, palms and the top of your hand, between your fingers, all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, those fingers just move gently. And let tension and stress leave the body through your fingertips. With the breath surrounding the rib cage, one rib at a time. Flowing across your sternum and your mid-back. Across your waist, abdominals, and the small of your back. Exhale, those hips and glutes just relax and mold to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins, and calves. Ankles, and you feel that breath round your heels and flow up the arch of your foot, rolling across the top of the foot, between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. Exhale, just moving the toes gently, allowing tension and stress to leave the body through your toe tips. Feeling peaceful and calm, nice and relaxed. Better perspective on the rest of your day. Ready to take it on. We're going to be very nice to ourselves coming out of this position slowly. Placing one foot on the mat. Bending that knee, and just whenever you're ready, the other one can join it. And we can roll to one side, letting our bottom arm become our pillow. Take a deep breath in and out in this fetal position. As you exhale, if you're ready, just press yourself up to that nice sitting position where we started. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Surrender everything in your head to your heart. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for yoga. Namaste. Namaste means the best in me salutes the best in you. Thanks so much.